Hey, good afternoon, Pirate fans, and welcome to Alumni Arena for another Peachville Conference doubleheader featuring your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates. Today, the Pirates take on the Augusta State University Jaguars. First up in our doubleheader is the women. I'm Chad Jackson, along with head women's soccer coach Eric Faulkner, to bring you the action this evening. And Eric, another Peachville Conference matchup between two teams that seem pretty similar on the stat sheet, but when you look at their pace of play, Augusta State wants to slow down while the Pirates are going to want to step up the pace.
Yeah, that's how Armstrong has played all year, Chad. They really want to push the tempo of the game, so it'll be interesting contrasts and battles in this matchup.
Armstrong Atlantic comes in 3-1 in the Peachville Conference standings. Augusta State is 1-3. However, every game they played has been close, and their one win was an impressive win over USC Upstate. I had a chance to catch up with head coach Roger Hodge before today's game, and here's what he had to say about tonight's matchup with the Jaguars.
Chad Jackson here, head coach Roger Hodge before tonight's game against Augusta State. Coach Hodge, Augusta State, a little bit deceptive maybe with their record. They're 9-5, but just 1-3 in the Peachville Conference, but they're still a dangerous team.
No question about it, Chad. And in their four conference games, they have played some of what we would consider the upper echelon teams in our league. In Columbus, Georgia College, had a very nice win against Upstate. So, this is a very good basketball team. It's played a difficult schedule. So, again, we'll have to play very well if we're going to be competitive tonight.
Looking at the stats of these two teams, it seems like we're mirror images of Augusta State. They do some things well that we also do well.
Well, I think maybe the biggest difference is pace. I think you're going to see Augusta wanting to slow the game down and have fewer possessions while we want to keep the tempo up. But again, athletically, probably very similar, and again, hopefully we'll have a good matchup with them tonight.
One player that's been doing very well for you lately is Kenetha Gordon. 10 straight games in double figures. What do you do to kind of keep her going?
Well, I think our players do a good job of keeping her going. The focus of our offense is to try to get Kenetha as many touches as we can get her, and then as teams adjust, the other players adjust to her, and I think our kids have a firm grasp of that.
Good luck tonight, Coach. Armstrong Atlantic against Augusta State coming up, but first let's meet the Lady Pirates.
Ashley Duhart, point guard, Macon, Georgia. Sarah Brown, shooting guard, Richmondville, Georgia. Jasmine Hare, point guard, Lawrenceville, Georgia. Artavia Thomas, guard, Augusta, Georgia. Jennifer Anderson, guard, Jacksonville, Florida. Tiny Griffiths, shooting guard, Gunflax, Australia. Lindsay Lieneman, guard, Gilbert, Arizona.
Amisha Bryant, guard, Miami, Florida. But I'm on. I'm on TV.
Lacey Willis, small forward, Dublin, Georgia. Kenetha Gordon, power forward, Riceboro, Georgia. Nicole Hornish, power forward, Oakland, California. Ashley Mason, center, Scottsdale, Arizona. Emily Perfect, center, Cold Spring, New York.
And that's a look at the Armstrong Atlantic State Lady Pirates. Armstrong Atlantic tonight coming in with a 9-6 overall record. The Lady Jaguars of Augusta State 9-5 overall. And Eric, one change in the starting lineup for the Lady Pirates tonight. L.B. Lehman will take a seat on the bench, and we'll give Dartavia Thomas a start. We're going to take a pause for the national anthem and come back, talk about that, and bring you the starting lineup for Augusta State.
Fantastic segue.
Jackson there, Faulkner, back with you here at Alumni Arena. National anthem has been played, and now the starting line is being introduced to the crowd here for Augusta State University. A pretty good size lineup, matching their style of play. It's going to be Ala Batovska and Dio Uyela. And I apologize ahead of time if I stumble over those names, but a pair of foreign players for head coach Greg Wilson. Batovska from Slovakia and Uyela from Mozambique, a transfer from Emporia State, another Division II school out in Kansas. They'll be manning the backcourt for the Lady Jaguars. Sherelle Ford, the UNC Wilmington transfer, will be at forward along with Tracy Haskell. And then Sharika Parker, a 6'2" sophomore transfer from South Carolina State, will be the center for the Lady Jaguars. For Armstrong Atlantic, the same backcourt as usual. Jasmine Heron at the point guard position and Tana Griffiths at the shooting guard. Artavia Thomas gets the first start as the Lady Pirate, taking over for L.B. Lineman at the small forward position. Nicole Hornage at power forward and Keith Gordon in the middle. But Thomas there, a little bit more of a defensive presence for the Pirates. And perhaps Coach Hodge thinking that maybe Lineman, a more offensive player, can give the Lady Pirates some work on the bench.
Yeah, well, Thomas coming into the game, Chad, only averaging 1.3 points per game. So obviously, Coach Hodge maybe looking to strengthen the defense a little bit in tonight's game, especially when the team that maybe slows down the tempo a little bit.
Armstrong Atlantic and Augusta State have had a very even series in the school history. This is the 46th meeting between these two schools, and Augusta State leads it, a commanding one-game lead, 23-22. These two teams split their meetings last year, each team winning on the other team's home court. Armstrong Atlantic winning at Augusta State. That was a 65-54 win back on February 1st of last season, whereas Augusta State won on this court against the Lady Pirates 54-47. The teams have been introduced and about to take the court here. Armstrong Atlantic will be in all white tonight with the gold numerals and maroon trim. Augusta State in their road blue uniforms with white numerals and red trim. And Tana Griffiths sporting the interesting hairstyle tonight. Teammate Lacey Willis decided to give her a new extreme makeover.
Well, I'm sure before the game, Coach Hodge coming into the today's game in the Peach Belt at 3-1, with Augusta State coming in at 1-3. This is a game you like to win at home, Chad.
Especially because the two teams are in different divisions. This is the only time you're going to see Augusta State all year. Really important to get that win. As we are underway, Augusta State with the opening tip here. Thomas is guarding Pascal. Now Sherelle Ford has it between the circles, looking to give it to a guard, finally gives it to Uyela. Inside, ball deflected, and Hornage cannot save it from going out of bounds, but it was a nice defensive play to deny the entry pass. Dio Uyela, the guard to send it in, throws it right to Parker, and shot is good. So Sharika Parker puts the Lady Jaguars up 2-0. Thomas with it for the Lady Pirates, over to Griffiths, to Hornage. Looking inside, now back out to Thomas, loses the handle and gets it back. Hornage will put up a three, that's an air ball, no good. And rebound goes out of bounds off of Batovska. It will stay with the Lady Pirates. And I don't think the shot hit the rim, so we're going to have to get a shot clock correction here. It looked like it was going to be an easy rebound for Batovska, but she just kind of lost concentration on the ball, and it hit out of bounds. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Griffiths to inbound it. Jasmine Heron off the out-of-bounds play. Basket is good on the baseline.
Nice move there by Heron to tie the game early.
Augusta State with it. Whalen gives it off to Batovska. Now Sherelle Ford with it. Dribbling to her left. Back to the right to Batovska. 15 on the shot clock. Inside, pass into Parker. Layup try, no good. Rebound to Gordon. They've got Parker. Two good looks. She's made one, missed one. And the Lady Pirates have it. Thomas looking inside for Gordon. Now back down to Griffiths, and 3 seconds called on Kanika Gordon working against Sherelle Ford.
It's interesting, Chad, when you look over the lineup for Augusta State, there's a lot, it kind of show the wealthy look in the scoring. There's no one that really stands out. A lot of players, the leading scorer is Tracy Pascal, only 10 points a game.
2-2, we're tied, a minute and a half in. Ford back out to Nuela. Slow pull up from baseline, and that's good. Dio Nuela with a basket. And back the other way, Thomas gets her player off the foot, and she hits an open jumper.
And there's the early contrasting styles we talked about. Armstrong gets down the court with a quick shot, and then Augusta State obviously running their offense and trying to slow down the tempo.
Yeah, there's at least 16, 17 seconds going off the shot clock before they put up a shot for the Jaguars. Loose ball on the floor, and credit Artavia Thomas for tying up Parker with the ball. Alternating possession will give the ball to the Lady Pirates. 4-4, 3 minutes in. All tied up here on a Big 12 Conference doubleheader. Wednesday. Aaron with it. Over to Thomas. Thomas to Griffiths. Out to Hornet. 15 on the shot clock. Inside Griffiths. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound tipped by Ford. And Parker comes up with it. Quickly, Batonska for 3. That's good. That's probably the first time we've seen Augusta put up a shot quickly, and it was good for a three-pointer. And the Lady Jaguars lead. Thomas to Aaron. Inside Griffiths. Gordon. Gordon shot up, no good. Rebound chipped by Ford to Parker.
Gordon's been off the mark on her last 2.
Batonska spots up. Out tries the bank shot, no good, and it's tipped out of bounds. The rebound is by Gordon. Exactly 3 minutes in here. 17 to go until halftime. Ford with it. Out of the out-of-bounds play. Over to Nuela. Back to Pascal. Now Batonska. Again, working around the perimeter. Ford with it. Cross-court pass to Pascal. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Kanika Gordon. From the Lady Pirates. Quickly, Aaron against Batonska. Now Hornage left open. Passes up to 3. Passes off to Thomas. Her baseline shot is no good. And we're going to have a foul called on Augusta State, our first foul call of the evening. Sherelle Ford had a hold of Kanika Gordon. It's going to be on Parker. So Sharika Parker will have to take a seat. And Tiffany Pascal will come into the game, sister of Tracy Pascal. Lady Pirates with it. Thomas. At the top of the key over to Hornage. Her three-pointer is up and good.
Good luck there by Hornage, and she nails the three-pointer.
7-7, we're tied again. We've been tied in every spot so far in this game, and there's a wide open pass to Nuelo, but good defensive recovery there. And then Batonska for 3, no good. Rebound Heron. Griffiths. And Griffiths is fouled by Batonska. Not a bad foul, because had she not fouled, it would have been 2-on-1 back the other way.
And you're seeing here early, Chad, Augusta State's patience. They got the ball inside. She didn't think it was a good look, kicked it back outside, and got a good look at the basket, was unable to fall, but they're getting some good looks early.
Brittany Gerard into the game now for the Lady Jaguars. 15:50 until halftime. 7-7. Hornage left open for 3 again. This one's no good. Rebound Sherelle Ford. Here come the Lady Jaguars. Nuela with it. Started by Heron. Guarded closely by Heron. Now she gets the ball off to Gerard. Pascal looking to drive. Gets it inside to her sister. And Tracy Pascal to Tiffany Pascal for the basket. Back the other way, Lady Pirates. Cross-court pass to Griffiths for 3 off the side of the backboard, no good, and it comes right back to her. She's falling a little bit, and that a little bit of good luck there. It skipped through a couple of players' legs, it looked like it came right back to Griffiths. And then that pass goes through Jasmine Aaron's legs. Pascal back the other way, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Lady Pirates. Griffiths ahead to Gordon. Gordon on Nuela, lays it up, and she's fouled. Basket to not go, but good move by Gordon to just go strong to the basket and draw the foul.
Both teams look a little lethargic, kind of getting feeling each other out, and so far.
Gordon to the line. She does not have a point so far tonight. She does have 3 rebounds. She makes the first free throw. And Lacey Willis will be the first sub for the Lady Pirates here tonight, coming in for Hornets. A couple of subs for Augusta State as Nicole Healing and Jasmine Godwin come in. Little substitutions already for Augusta State. They've already gone 19 here in the first 5 minutes. Gordon makes the second free throw. We're tied again at 9. Ball given off to Nuela, guarded by Aaron. 15 on the shot clock. Nuela spins, hangs, shoots, hits.
Nice move there by Nuela. A little spin move and gets the easy bucket.
Other times Nuela's been open for a shot. And that's the first time we've seen her put up a shot as there's a foul on Augusta State. Working against Tanika Gordon. Lady Pirates will have it out of bounds. Thomas, baseline. Over to Lacey Willis, who drives, shoots, and hits. And an untied shoe will cause the officials' timeout here.
Willis.
We're tied again at 11.
Willis makes sure presence felt early in the sim. Gets to the basket.
We're tied at 2, at 5, at 7, at 9, and now 11. So when I said in pregame these were teams had an even matchup, but once I got it right.
You're speaking the truth.
Floater up and good off the glass for Brittany Gerard. And then back the other way, Tana Griffiths. Thought about the 3. Now she'll put it up. Off the glass, no good, but Artavia Thomas gets the rebound. Her shot is no good. Now she'll pick it out for Griffiths for a 3. This one is no good. And a rebound comes down to Pascal for Augusta State. And then running the floor for Augusta's Godwin. Picks it off for a 3 by Nuela, no good. And a foul called on Armstrong. So Griffiths got 2 cracks at it. Couldn't convert. She'll take a seat on the bench with Jasmine Heron as the Pirates bring in 2 new guards. Sarah Brown and Ashley Dugard will check in. And Matovska will come back in for Augusta State. This is kind of the way the Francis Marion game went. Lady Pirates were cold from 3-point range, but got heated up later on.
Yeah, right now Tana Griffiths 0 for 3 from 3-point range, so.
Brown inside, ball stolen by Bailey. Kind of telegraphs that pass, and Augusta State has it now. Kneeling, top of the key, and throws it out of bounds.
Well, miscommunication there, and leads to a turnover.
Keisha Bryant will check in for Thomas now, so good minutes from Thomas in her first career start. Exits with outscoring a basket. I thought she had a basket early on.
If things going to script at 13-11, I wish to suspect a 13-13 game. 13-11.
Augusta with the lead. Bryant into the game now. She had one of the strange lines at Francis Marion. She had no points, but had 10 rebounds. Ashley Duhart left open for 3. That's good. And we have our first lead of the game for the Lady Pirates. And we're off that even keel here as it's a 1-point lead for Armstrong at 14-13. Back the other way, kneeling for 3. That's no good. Rebound, Lacey Willis. Willis backs it out. Now fine look inside for Tanika Gordon.
Good look inside there to get that to Gordon for easy basket. Good move from the backside by Gordon.
And it's a 3-point lead, 16-13. Now a 3 try is no good by Girard, and the Lady Pirates get the rebound with Duhart. It's a 3-on-2. Sarah Brown left open for a 3, and that's good. And then Greg Wilson wants a 30-second timeout as the Lady Pirates have gone in an 8-0 run here to take a 6-point lead, 19-13.
Well, Sarah Brown hitting the uncontested three-pointer right there, Chad. So we stretched it out a little bit to a 6-point lead.
And again, the three-point shot helping out. Lady Pirates were one of their first 6, but now they've hit 2 in a row here and lead it 19-13. 3 of 8 are the Lady Pirates. From three-point range, Augusta State just 1 of 4 after Matovska hit the first one. The Lady Jaguars actually 1 of 5 after the miss from Nealon.
Well, a three-point shot is important to the Pirates game, Chad. Only shoot about 32% both three-point range, but they have a couple players that can hit them.
After the 30-second timeout, Augusta State with it. Ford back into the game for the Lady Jaguars. Matovska with the ball, guarded by Duhart, and then a lob pass into Girard. And first shot is good. Looked like she traveled going through the double team, but she got credit her for getting the shot up and in and drawing the foul.
And she did a good job of fighting through that double team, got the shot up, and got the basket here, so we'll look to cut into the lead.
Brittany Girard, a freshman from Dacula, Georgia. Shot is up and good, so she converts the three-point play. And the Lady Pirates have the ball. And then a pass for Bryant. Bryant was not looking for the basketball. She was wide open underneath the basket, but just didn't look for it from Duhart.
Duhart's pass right of the mark.
It was right on the money, but only one problem, so I'm looking for the ball. 11:20 to go until halftime. Lady Pirates with a 3-point lead. Pascal traveled before she put up that shot. She made the shot, but good defense by Bryant to force her to take the extra step. Duhart is working against Matovska. Falls out the play. Now looks for a screen from Ashley Mason. Gets the ball to Brown, gets it back. Now Bryant with it over to Sarah Brown. Thought about the 3, now takes it off to Lacey Willis, baseline drive, and then throws it to the backcourt. Luckily, Brown got it. However, Brown then threw it right to Pascal. Over to Matovska. Matovska drives, kicks it off to Ford. Shot up and no good, but she's fouled. And head coach Roger Hodge imploring for his team to wake up. Again, that 8-0 run by the Lady Pirates giving Armstrong a 6-point lead, but since then, Augusta State with a perfectly timed timeout. Head coach Greg Wilson has cut that lead to now 2 as Straw Ford makes the first free throw.
Well, we've had some unnecessary turnovers. We've got to do a better job of protecting the ball. We've thrown it away a few times, and I'm sure Coach Hodge isn't too thrilled about that.
Ford picks up the free throw, her first point of the night. Second free throw is good as well, and it's a 1-point game again at 19-18. Duhart inside to Mason. Mason and an offensive foul call as Mason kind of lowered her shoulder and Sherelle Ford drew the charge. Another turnover, 3 straight possessions in which the Lady Pirates have turned the ball over, and the Lady Jaguars have the ball with a chance to take the lead. Kneeling over to Pascal, wide open, 2 no good, but an offensive rebound by Ford. Nuela lobs it into Ford. Ford shot up and an offensive foul back the other way. So credit the Lady Pirates for playing good defense on that possession.
Good defense is staying there, but that 6-point lead is sure evaporated.
We approach the 10-minute mark here of half number 1. Bryant guarded by Pascal. Over to Brown to Duhart. Duhart has the ball taken away from her by Nuela. Nuela with it. Jaguars on the right side into Topska. Shot at the elbow, up and good. And the Lady Jaguars now on a 9-0 run as they take, excuse me, a 7-0 run as they take a 20-19 lead. Willis picks up her dribble, gives it off to Duhart. Now Bryant in the paint, pass to Mason, and is blocked by Ford. Ford gets the rebound. Mason having much success against Sherelle Ford.
Nice block by Ford. Looked like Mason was going to be able to get off the shot, but Ford stood her ground and got the block.
Now Noela dribbles, kicks it off to Mealing for three, and then she almost has it taken away by Bryant, but she's able to get it off to a teammate. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Matowska with it. Drives, kicks it off to Pascal. Her three is good. Oh, sorry, that's a two. A long two for Pascal. Bryant picks it off to Sarah Brown to Willis at the elbow. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Finger roll no good. Mason with the rebound, and then her layup is good.
Good effort there by the Pirates to keep active on the boards and keep that play alive.
Mealing with it for the Jaguars. 1-point game. 8:21 left until halftime. Pascal spots up, shoots, and no good. Rebound. Pascal gets her own rebound. Now she'll get it back. Shot is up, and she's fouled. Pascal is fouled by Mason. That is her second. So she is going to have to come out. The Lady Pirates have subs at the table. Pascal goes to the line to shoot two. Jaguars are perfect from the free throw line tonight until that one missed. Ethan Gordon and Nicole Hornage back into the game for Lady Pirates, as is Jasmine Herron. And Tiffany Pascal back into the game for the Lady Jaguars. Second free throw by Pascal. Tracy Pascal is good. It's a 2-point lead with 8 minutes until halftime. 23-21. Sarah Brown with it. Over to Misha Bryant. She'll put up a three-pointer. That's no good. Really not her shot. Hasn't taken many of those this year. And the rebound comes down to Mealing for the Lady Jaguars. Now Noela brings it up. Hands off to Batovska. Pascal. Pascal drives. Now she kicks it back out to Mealing. They swing it around to Batovska, who gives it into the other Pascal. And a three by Batovska is an air ball, no good. Rebound saved by Bryant to Jasmine Herron. Here come the Lady Pirates. Herron. So Brown inside Gordon. Gordon is stripped going up, and they call another offensive foul on Gordon. I'm not sure.
I didn't see anything in that, really.
There was more contact on Mealing, who was helping on the front side than there was between the defensive player. But it is a turnover for the Lady Pirates, the 8th turnover of the game, compared to just 3 for Augusta State. 7-10 until halftime. Jaguars with a 2-point lead. Noela with it. Out to Gerard. And now a travel call on Tiffany Pascal. Griffiths will check back in now for the Lady Pirates. So the normal starting 5, I should say, on the floor now. Lineman did not start this game. She is in now. Griffiths and Gordon, as well as Herron and Hornage.
Lineman brings a little bit more of an offensive threat to it, so we'll see if that.
Gordon to Griffiths. Now Lineman. Back to Gordon. She'll put up the three-pointer. Good stroke. It's good. And the Lady Pirates retake the lead at 24-23. And Gordon now with 7 in the game. Noela guarded by Herring. Gives it off to Mealing. Back to Pascal. And now Gerard with it. Over to Mealing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tiffany Pascal turnaround jumper short, no good. But a rebound kneeling. Her layup try won't go. Another one, and finally gets it to go. So offensive rebounds, second chances give the Lady Jaguars the lead back again at 25-24.
Out of bounds, or
I'm not sure what the call is there, but
no, we've lost possession.
yeah, the Pirates turn over again for the 9th time tonight, but Augusta State has the ball with a 1-point lead, 25-24. Nuela, pass out to Parker just into the game. Parker, and she travels. So Shrika Parker commits the turnover, and the Lady Pirates have it back. Aaron brings it quickly against Nuela. It's off to Griffiths. Looking inside, now Gordon gets it, and then has it taken away from her. I think she was trying to pass it, and then a double dribble called on Tiffany Pascal.
I think it's getting a little sloppy. Last
about 7 minutes of the first half here. We've seen several really unforced turnovers for both teams. Heron off the out-of-bounds play, shot no good. Rebound, Tiffany Pascal. Over to Gerard. Gerard drives. Shot up, no good. Rebound tip. And there's Pascal. She misses it. That's 22. Godwin gets it. And the Pirates have given up a couple of really big second chance baskets here as the Lady Jaguars are starting to get some rebounds. Hornage with a drive, no good. Rebound, Nuela for Augusta. She wants to go coast to coast and then throws it out of bounds.
A good point, Chad, about second chances, and it seems the last few trips down the floor, Augusta State has been able to keep the ball active and been able to get a putback in there. Armstrong in the area has not been able to. And right now, Hunter Griffith's second leading scorer on a team without any points.
It's been Kenitha Gordon, and no other player has more than just a field goal here tonight for the Lady Pirates. Augusta State with Gerard with 7 points off the bench, Petoska with 5, and Pascal with 4. Griffiths catch and release 3, no good again. Rebound goes right to Lineman. She kept it alive. Lineman gets it back from Griffiths. Her 3 is up and good off the glass. That almost looked like Sherelle Ward deflected that ball. She came back to alter that shot. I like to call that karma, as the hard work by Lineman to get the offensive rebound resulted in her getting a 3-point basket.
Gordon on the other end getting another rebound for the Pirates.
Parker misses on that shot. Now the Lady Pirates back with it. Gordon for another 3-pointer. That's a little too strong. No good. Rebound. Godwin with it for the Lady Jaguars. We're all tied at 27. 3:49 left to go until halftime. Ford with it to Gerard. And now Godwin shot up off the glass and good. So a lot of bench production here tonight from the Lady Jaguars. Hornage thought about the 3, now passes it off to Heron. Inside Gordon. Gordon takes it off the line and for another 3, no good. Rebound beneath to Gordon. Gordon turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Parker for the Lady Jaguars. And then Gerard gives it in. Nice touch passing there. And we're going to get a jump ball called. Petoska tried the one-touch pass to Godwin. Godwin really wasn't ready for it. And we'll have a jump ball, and we'll keep the ball with the Lady Jaguars. Really, the Lady Pirates haven't gotten the string of baskets. They have the one run where they have the 8-0 run. But every time they get a basket, they can't come back and get another one. It's been a basket here, a basket there, but they haven't had 2 or 3 possessions where they've gotten baskets back to back.
I think Augusta State has done a good job of trying to keep the game at their tempo. Playing a little bit slower pace and keeping it tight.
Ford too strong on the layup try, but another offensive rebound, and Pascal puts it back in. And it's a 4-point lead for the Lady Jaguars. And what was once a huge rebounding advantage for the Lady Pirates has now really gone by the wayside, and the teams are even here in rebounding. And a ball thrown out of bounds by Gordon, looking for Bryant on the baseline.
Yeah, you can see the frustration on Coach Hodges' face with the second and third chances that Augusta State's getting on the offensive end, and then he come down and went toward and he turned the ball over.
10 turnovers for the Lady Pirates, and the offensive rebounding numbers not much better. As Augusta State has 10 offensive rebounds here tonight and 19 in total rebounds. Pirates look like they're going to show a little bit of full court pressure here, but the Lady Jaguars get it quickly to the Tosca. So bring it across the timeline. Batowska to Ford. Now Gerard with it. Back to Batowska, 17 the shot clock. Over to Godwin for a high arcing three, and that's good. And Augusta State has the largest lead in the game at 7 points. It's 34 to 27. Lineman to Bryant, drives the baseline, passes it to Gordon. Takes it off to Griffiths for three. That's short, no good. And rebound, Gerard.
She's a streaky shooter right now. She's ice cold, Chad. So hopefully
she hasn't looked comfortable with any of her three-point shots so far. Now a turnover there by the Tosca. Lady Pirates have it. They really need to cut this to a possession game here. As Bryant off the glass, no good, but Keefe Gordon's there for the rebound. And Gordon gets the foul, only the 16th foul. And they're going to give the Lady Pirates the ball out of bounds. So Brown checks back in for the Lady Pirates. Brown to inbound it to Heron. Over to Bryant, top of the key. Minute 38 left. Lineman. Cross-court pass. Shot by Bryant, and a held ball as actually had her shot blocked and stayed with the Lady Pirates. But the upshot of that is they'll most likely give the Lady Jaguars the ball to open up the second half. Bounce pass inside to Bryant. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound off of Keefe Gordon's head. As a soccer coach, you have to like seeing the player use her head. And then a foul the other way as Godwin is fouled by Lineman.
it just kind of looks like we're just out of sync right now with several players. And, obviously Gordon is doing her typical thing, getting the rebounds and scoring some points, but you're really not finding the answer from anyone else.
It really has been Gordon and little else for the Lady Pirates offensively. Godwin's first free throw is coming out no good. Gordon is 2 of 5 from the floor. Again, no other Lady Pirate has more than 2 field goals. As the Lady Pirates as a team are shooting just 32.3%. 1:20 left. Godwin with another free throw here. Violation called on Augusta State here on the second free throw attempt.
Also, you look on the defense end, we have 1 steal right now, no blocks so far in this game.
And really the steal was just a pass on right to a player, not anything that the Lady Pirates did themselves. Lady Pirates with it here, looking to cut into the 7-point lead. Lineman can't find anyone to give it to. Over to Lacey Willis, 8 on the shot clock. Willis picks it off to Heron, well away from the basket. Now Heron bounce pass to Willis, and that's stolen by Pascal. Now another turnover, 12th turnover for the Lady Pirates. And this isn't particularly a pressure, defense team by Augusta State. They just play straight man-to-man. Don't do any trapping. Don't do anything to really get you off your game.
There's a real lack of movement off the ball by Armstrong.
Finally, Lady Pirates get a steal as Heron denies the entry pass over to Brown with 20 seconds left. Now Heron is going to back out. Lady Pirates going to hold for the last shot here with 12 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. Heron, 7 on the game clock. Heron, 4, 3 on the shot clock. Over to Willis for a high arcing 2. It's good. So Willis gets the jumper, and the Lady Pirates go in trailing by 5, 34-29. We'll come back with a look at the first half stats and bring you the second half of action. You're listening to Lady Pirate Basketball. Chad Jackson with Eric Faulkner back with you here at Alumni Arena, where Armstrong Atlantic trails Augusta State by 5 at 34-29. Here's a look at the first half stats for Armstrong Atlantic. 11 of 33 from the field for 33%, 5 of 15 from three-point range, also 33%, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Lady Pirates turned it over 12 times, recorded 2 steals, and are led by Kenitha Gordon, who had 7 points and 6 rebounds in the first half. For Augusta State, 14 of 34 from the field. That's 41.2%, just 2 of 7 from three-point range, 28.6%, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. The rebounds dead even at 21-21, and Eric, really, neither team could get much going. Each team had one run, but after that, it was more kind of a feeling out process, as neither team could really put together many offensive possessions back to back.
Yeah, it was a filling out process. It seemed to last the whole half. And you kind of said it in the pregame that both these teams, look fairly equal as far as scoring goes, but there was a contrast in styles, and I think right now Augusta State's style is affecting the way Armstrong Atlantic is playing.
Off the bench for the Lady Jaguars, Brittany Jouard, the leading scorer, with 7 points. And then Jasmine Godwin also off the bench with 5 points. Tiffany Pascal off the bench as well with 8 points. So very, very good bench production from the Lady Jaguars, whereas the Lady Pirates have not gotten much production off the bench. Really, Lacey Willis with 4 points has been about it. The starters for Augusta State have scored just 14 points out of the 34, so that's 20 bench points for the Lady Jaguars.
And if you look at statistically, they get a lot of points from a lot of players, but they get production from a lot of players, and that's kind of been how they've been all season, Chad. So this game is kind of mirroring how they've been doing statistically all year.
The same starting 5 out for the Lady Pirates here in half number 2. Griffiths, Gordon, Hornage, Dartavia Thomas, and Jasmine Herron. Augusta State will have the basketball to begin half number 2. Ford, Nuela, Parker, Batovska, and Pascal. Batovska kicks it off to Pascal, shot up and no good. Gets her own rebound though, goes around to Kenitha Gordon. Her shot is no good, but another offensive rebound and a basket for Parker.
Not a good start to the second half. Just pure hustle right there for Augusta State to keep the ball alive and get basket.
Dartavia Thomas for a long 2. It's good. So Dartavia Thomas gets her second field goal of the night. And the lead is back to 5 at 36-31 for the Lady Jaguars. But that was a good offensive set there for the Lady Pirates, getting the open shot. Batovska inside for Parker, guarded by Griffiths, and Griffiths draws the charge. So that's 5'5" Griffiths on 6'2" Parker, and credit Parker for getting position. Griffiths for getting position on Parker.
Yeah, Augusta State got the matchup they wanted. It was Griffiths, matching up against a much bigger player, but picked up the foul.
Griffiths now with it back the other way, and then throws it into Gordon. To Hornage, back out to Griffiths for 3, no good. Rebound, Nuela. Griffiths now 0 for 6 on three-pointers, and back the other way, a shot no good by Pascal. Gordon with the rebound. Here come the Lady Pirates. And a kicked ball on the pass, entry pass by Batovska. We'll stay with the Lady Pirates.
Well, I know from speaking of Coach Hodge in the past, he wants Griffiths to keep on shooting because she can usually shoot her way out of it. A little bit of a slump, and right now she's struggling tonight, but maybe she'll hit one.
Free throw line, Hornage jumper is good. Nicole Hornage gets her second field goal, and it's 36-33. I think we used to call that the Bob Sura offensive theory there, just shoot your way out of a slump.
Bob Sura would definitely do that.
Eric Faulkner, a former Florida State student, had to get that one in on him here. 9 on the shot clock for the Lady Jaguars. Sherelle Ford way out in front of the basket, looking for someone to go to. Finally gives it to Nuela. Nuela drives and hits. So Nuela drives the baseline, gets the jumper to go. We're back out to a 5-point lead. Griffiths around the screen.
Has to give it up to Thomas. Out to Hornage. Her three is up. No good. Rebound for Tosca. Moving away through traffic. Now gives it off to Nuela. And she's going to drive again. No, she'll stop her dribble. Or stop her penetration, I should say. Now dribble to her left. Gets a screen from Ford. Double teams. And gets it off to Pascal. Now inside to Ford. Ford. Shot is up. No, it's a pass and over everybody's head. So the half-court trap has resulted in 2 turnovers here in the first half for the Lady Pirates as they get it back. And we'll get a sub in as Willis comes in for Hornage. Aaron brings it up for the Lady Pirates. 5-point game, 38-33. Aaron picks it off to Willis. Long-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Dartavia Thomas, but she can't handle it as it goes out of bounds. Coach Hodge clapping his hands, telling Lacey Willis to keep shooting. That's a shot that I guess he likes her to shoot, as it will probably bring the defense out and allow her opportunity to drive. Sherelle Ford brings it up for Augusta State. Hands off to Nuela. She was dangerously close to the half-court line there. Now Nuela off to Batowska. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Ford back to Batowska. Now Batowska bounce pass into Parker, and she traveled. She actually took 2 steps there.
But steps, turned around, and all sorts of things there, and missed off of the travel.
So Tiffany Pascal, the leading scorer for the Augusta State Lady Jaguars in the first half, will come off the bench to replace Parker. Thomas, now she's trapped. Aaron, and trying to pass it to Willis. A lot of ball movement, not necessarily the ball movement the Lady Pirates want, but finally a shot off by Thomas. It's no good. The rebound by Pascal, thrown away. The pass. Here come the Lady Pirates. Aaron drives. Hanks shoots, misses. Rebound tips out to the Lady Pirates. And now a lob pass in to Gordon. Gordon is blocked and fouled by the Lady Jaguars.
I think they got to look for Gordon, try to get her underneath, get her to the line, and see what she can do inside the key there. But kind of like the first half, Chad, both teams, it's just neither team seems to be getting into the flow of their offense.
Batowska and head coach Greg Wilson arguing the call, but Gordon will shoot 2 here. First free throw is up and no good. Gordon, the only Lady Pirate that has gotten to the line tonight. 2 of 3 now from the line.
Shooting a little over 51% from the line this year.
The junior from Riceboro, Liberty County product. Second free throw is good. 38-34. Jaguars bring it up, almost turn it over with Godwin. But now Nuela will settle things. Give it off to Batowska. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Batowska's going to drive. And a nice pass inside for Pascal. Shot is up and good as she draws the foul. Nice look inside by the senior from Slovakia, Ala Batowska. And it's going to result in a 3-point play attempt by Pascal. Lady Jaguars got 1 in the first half. Pascal converts the second. So we're back to a 7-point lead. This ties the largest lead of the game that the Lady Jaguars have had in this game. 41-34. Griffiths, bounce pass into Gordon. Gordon out to Thomas. Over to Willis. And then Willis has tied up. It will stay with the Lady Pirates, but again, the uncertainty handling the basketball for the Lady Pirates carrying over into half number 2.
Like you said, they're not high pressuring defense, it's not suffocating defense, but for some reason we're unable to get good looks at the basket.
Gordon turnaround jumper off the out-of-bounds play is good. So Gordon is now in double figures for the Lady Pirates.
After she scored that one, gave a little bit of a fist pump there, decided to get her teammates going a little bit. Need some help. Can't do it all by herself.
Exactly. She has 10. No other Lady Pirate has more than 5. Shot up off the glass and good for Nuela. So back out to a 7-point lead, and then Thomas is blocked, and then there should have been a traveling call there by Pascal, but she ends up with the rebound as Thomas had her shot blocked. Godwin with it. Lobs it to Pascal, or excuse me, that's Mealing. Now Godwin gets it back out. Godwin drives, hangs, shoots as it's stripped out of bounds off of Godwin. Credit Kenitha Gordon with getting a hand on the ball and knocking it off of Godwin's leg. 7-point lead again for the Lady Jaguars. 14:20 on left in this ball game. Aaron hangs, shoots, and is fouled on the drive.
Aaron there taking a strong to the basket. She had a good question now, down by 7 points, is where's the point production going to come from outside of Kenitha Gordon right now to get back into this?
So Heron, the first player other than Kenitha Gordon to go to the free throw line, makes the first free throw. Lindsay Lademan will come in for Artavia Thomas. Heron now with 3 points, 4 assists in the game. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Pascal for the Lady Jaguars. Augusta State with it. Pass inside. Blocked. Shot blocked by Godwin. They tried the little backdoor pass, and Godwin able to draw the contact, and she'll go to the line for 2. Well, if it's going to come down to a free throw contest, you're right, you like the odds of the team that's ahead on the scoreboard. Godwin misses the first free throw, but the Lady Jaguars are leading it by 6, 43-37. Godwin with 5 points, 3 rebounds. Second free throw, no good. Ball tipped by Gordon to Hornets. The Lady Pirates get it. Hornets going to bring it up herself. Now over to Lineman, almost threw it away.
Good job of handling that pass.
Now Hornets gets it back. Over to Lineman. Over to Duhart for 3. That's no good. Rebound Pascal.
Good ball moved by the Pirates. Duhart couldn't make it.
And then nice job running the floor. Mealing gets the pass from Godwin. And it is now an 8-point lead at 45-37. Lineman drives and a foul by Mealing.
That last Augusta State basket was way too easy. And it's defensively, Chad. You know, offensively we're struggling, but defensively it doesn't look like there's any enthusiasm to play defense tonight. You don't see it in the players' eyes right now.
45-37. Lindsay Laneman to the line for 2, looking for her first free throw. It's good. She has 1 3-pointer on the night, so now she has 4 points. And Sharika Parker and Sherelle Ford will come back in for the Lady Jaguars. Misha Bryant will come back in, but she'll come in for Laneman. Second free throw attempt for the junior from Arizona. It's up and good. Pirates have cut it to 4 at one point in the second half, but they really, Lady Jaguars have kind of maintained this, 8 or 9 point, 8 point to 5 point lead for most of the half. Now Nuela kicks it off to Gerard for 3. That's good.
Another wide open shot.
And Gerard off the bench now has 10. And a foul on the drive against the Lady Jaguars, but it's now a 9-point lead for Augusta State. And you're right, these baskets that the Lady Jaguars are getting are just too easy.
Gerard averages what for the season? Right about 6.9 points.
She's already got 10. Duhart gets the out-of-bounds pass. Tips into Bryant. Now Griffiths with it. Over to Duhart. Back to Griffiths. Looking inside for Hornage. Bounce pass in. Hornage picks it off to Griffiths. 4-3. That's short. And a rebounding foul called on Kenitha Gordon.
0 for 7 this time, and Griffiths, all her attempts coming from three-point range.
And at some point, Lady Pirates are going to have to start looking for other options offensively. It's obvious, that Griffiths having a cold night, so who do you go to? Do you give it to Sarah Brown, who just checked in? Do you look to Lacey Willis and Nicole Hornage to maybe get some drives to the basket, maybe look for some contact? But it's 12:41, still plenty of time, but the Lady Jaguars have really increased the lead and the intensity level that has not been matched by the Lady Pirates here tonight. Pascal, one on the shot clock, and a shot clock violation as Pascal, guarded by Bryant, cannot get the shot off in time.
Very much for a defensive effort there on that possession, but it's going to have to be like that every time down the court, Chad, as we push towards the tail end of this game.
Lady Pirates, 5 of 19 from three-point range. That's 26% and just 31% for the game. Augusta State are now at 45.5%. Sarah Brown with it, gives it off to Bryant. Now Duhart top of the key. To Hornage for 3, that's good.
Good ball movement, Hornage gets a clean look, knocks down to 3. Now we need a good defensive stance here.
The Lady Jaguars, 6 of 10 from the field here in the second half, shooting 60%. Hard for a team to come back against a team that's shooting that well from the field. Pascal. Inside for Matovska, back to the basket. She has to give it off to Swell Ford. Her shot no good. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by Pascal. It will go over to the Lady Pirates. So another good defensive stand there for the Lady Pirates. Let's see what they do offensively. Duhart, guarded by Matovska. Loses the ball and has her pocket picked by Matovska. 2-on-2, Matovska. Kicks it off to Gerard for 3. Good.
Spotted her up, you saw it out of the corner of her eye, and made the open player for a quick 3.
Lady Pirates get a transition bucket as Duhart finds Kenitha Gordon. But it is a 7-point lead at 51-44. And Augusta State looks like the team that's got more legs right now. Pascal is going to drive and then runs over, actually Duhart. Obviously, if you run someone over with the elbow in the back, it's just a great offensive move because they're going to call a foul on the Lady Pirates. I mean, she put her shoulder right into Ashley Duhart's back and ran her over. So Pascal goes to the line for 2. First one is good. This is Tracy Pascal, I should say. Her sister Tiffany just checks back in, and she leads the Lady Jaguars with 11 points and 9 rebounds. Tracy now with 4 points. And second one is good. So Pirates don't catch a break there. And Lady Pirates are down again by 9. Sarah Brown to Bryant. Now Hornage with it. Back to drive and a hand check foul on Pascal, Tiffany Pascal. Give the ball to the Lady Pirates out of bounds.
10:41 left. Plenty of time in this game. And, defensively, the last few trips have done a little bit better job picking up the effort.
Sarah Brown inbound it for the Lady Pirates. Quickly out to Gordon for a wide open shot. No good. Gets her on rebound. puts it in and draws the foul. So finally a second chance point for the Lady Pirates, and they can go to the line and complete a three-point play with Kenitha Gordon. Jasmine Heron and Artavia Thomas will check back in, but Gordon can cut the lead to 6 here.
First in a double-double tonight with 8 rebounds, 14 points.
Free throw is no good, but an offensive rebound for Artavia Thomas. Nice look inside for Gordon, who lays it up and in. So it's essentially a 4-point swing as Gordon gets a pair of field goals, and the Lady Pirates finally starting playing with a little bit of energy, get the crowd into the game a little bit. Well, back the other way, a shot blocked by the Lady Pirates. Here comes Armstrong, Duhart. 4-on-2, Heron. Over to Thomas, to actually Duhart for 3. That's no good. Rebound, Gerard for Augusta State. It was a good look. Duhart, who has already hit one, was wide open. Now Gerard's going to drive. Kick it off. Ball deflected by Bryant, that goes right to Pascal, who then loses the handle out of bounds.
Picked up a defensive effort. Gordon's basket on the other end. Kind of gave some momentum and some spirit to play hard. You can see it on the defensive side.
And a good timeout taken here by Augusta State coach Greg Wilson, sensing that momentum, sensing the home team that's finally into the game, wants to stop that as we are under 10 to play, but it's a 5-point game, 53-48, and Kenitha Gordon has scored 3 straight baskets to kind of single-handedly bring the Lady Pirates back in, but she's gotten help with a couple of nifty passes.
And she's the leader. You can see it out there. You can see how competitive she is. You can see it in her eyes. You haven't seen that look on the other players, but the last few minutes, she's gotten them, kind of get into this game a little bit with some great play. And getting a little bit of help now, and now it's starting to go a little bit contagious out there. So Coach Hodges is probably hoping, we can continue to hold them defensively and pick up some more baskets.
Lady Pirates with it. Baseball pass to Gordon. Gordon gives it off to Heron. A little bit of pressure there by Augusta State, but the Lady Pirates will now set up the offense. Brown left open for 3. It's no good, but Amisha Bryant there for 3. She's fouled, and the ball goes in and out of the basket. So could have been a 3-point play, but somehow that ball just kind of spun in and out.
So the ball dropped in below the rim. It looked like it was going to fall, but it's kind of like you said, Chad, spun off the rim there, but now she has a chance to go to the line.
2 free throws coming from Bryant, who has not scored tonight. First free throw is good. Remember, she has no points, 10 rebounds at Francis Marion on Saturday. So her first point in a couple of games, and it's a big one as it brings the Lady Pirates back to within 4. And if she can make this one, it will bring the Lady Pirates to within 1 possession. Shot is up and good. Mason Bryant comes in, or excuse me, Ashley Mason comes in for Kenitha Gordon to give Gordon a rest. And the Lady Jaguars have it, but they once 9-point lead is now down to 3. Nuela, guarded by Heron, dribbles around the perimeter, gives it off to Gerard. Now back to Nuela. 15 on the shot clock. She's going to drive and throws it right to Amisha Bryant. Bryant all alone, goes in for the layup and scores. That's the defensive pressure the Lady Pirates needed, and it's a 1-point game with 9 minutes to play. Nuela to Pascal. To Mealing. Now Nuela back with it, top of the key, back to Mealing. Still drive, spin. Lose her man and hit and Amisha Bryant is shook up as she took the contact from Mealing there. Basically Bryant bowled her over, there was no call. And now Bryant will kind of hobble off the floor.
Nita, she's wearing the brace. I'm not sure if she banged it off the floor, Chad, or did she tweak it a little bit, but she's in some obvious pain.
So Nicole Hornet will check in. That's twice the Jaguars have literally ran over a Lady Pirate on the offensive end. First it was Ashley Duhart getting the elbow in the back, and now Amisha Bryant getting bowled over by Mealing. The Lady Pirates picking himself off the mat here. Have it, trailing by 3, 55-52. And a turnover.
And looked like a kind of a push as.
Not sure what happened there, but the turnover gives the ball back to the Lady Jaguars.
Aaron went by. It seemed like she got pushed because Todd right in front of him. Good ball.
Mealing for a long 3. That's no good. Rebound Ashley Mason. And a travel called, trying to get away from Parker.
Mason kind of swung her elbows after getting them the rebound and lost her balance a little bit.
So the Lady Jaguars get it to Godwin, who lays it up and in. So an easy look off the inbounds play. And it was once a 1-point lead. Now it's back out to 5. 57-52. Hornets for 3. That's good.
Big basket by Hornets. That's the way back to 2.
3 3-pointers for Hornets. She's 3 of 6. And then Mealing travels. She had too much room. Now Kanika Gordon back into the game as Lindsay Lehman also checks in. 57-55. Armstrong Lake with the basketball, trailing by 2. Hornage gives it into Heron, and Heron will bring it up. Actually took it, had the ball taken away from her, and then took it back from Nuela. Now Gordon with it over to Heron. To Lineman. Hand checked by Godwin, no call. Now Hornage spins, drives, hangs, shoots, misses, rebound. Augusta State. And a push off on Nuela. Just grab that chair. So the Lady Pirates have it after the offensive foul by Nuela. And the Lady Pirates, again, the possession, just a 2-point game at 57-55. Aaron dribbles to her right, gives it off to Lieneman. Over to Griffiths. Griffiths drives, hangs, shoots, misses, rebound Nuela. She'll bring it up. Now give it off to Batofska. 7 minutes remaining in this one. As Godwin drives, hangs, shoots, hits. Godwin's speed with the basketball is really taking the Lady Pirates by surprise here.
Her first 2 steps quite quick on the move there and just giving some problems for the Pirates.
And a foul called as Lineman gets fouled by Godwin, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That's the 10th team foul now on the Lady Jaguars.
Under 7 minutes, no trailing here by 4. With Griffiths without a point yet in this game, so
0 for 8 from the floor.
The second leading scorer has not scored, but it's still a manageable.
You have to think that if Griffiths can heat up in the last few minutes, then Lady Pirates, that'll be that piece that's missing. They've gotten 3-point shots from Nicole Hornage, but nobody else has made more than 1. First free throw from Lieneman's good. Second one good as well.
Good job at the line. They can too. Anytime they can pick up points with the clock stops important when you're trailing.
It's back to a 2-point lead at 59-57. 6:46 to play. Batofska guarded by Ashley Duhart, who's into the game. Half-court trap. Batofska throws it to Nuela. And then into Batofska. An underhanded pass, and they're going to say a 3-second violation on Batofska with the basketball. They had the basket. Godwin was there with it, but it took Batofska just a little too long to deliver the pass. 31 to go. Armstrong with it. Heron gets it in, now brings it up against Nuela. Over to Dartavia Thomas. Back to Heron. Over to Thomas, top of the key, and ball deflected by the Lady Jaguars. Heron has to track it down in front of the Pirates bench. 10 on the shot clock. Heron against Nuela. Drives, loses the handle, gets it back, spins, shoots, and is fouled by Nuela. And head coach Greg Wilson can't believe it.
2 seconds up in the shot clock. There's a spin move. It's more likely to be able to make that shot and pick up a foul.
So the Lady Pirates will have a chance to tie this game at the free throw line. 6:01 remaining.
Being aware of your situation right there.
Shot is up and good by Aaron, who now has 4 points to go with her 4 assists. Pirates working an offensive-defensive sub here with Griffiths and Amisha Bryant. Second free throw is good, and we're tied at 60 to 60. Or excuse me, 59-59. The scoreboard is incorrect. Now it's right. And we're all tied under 6 to play. Petrovska to Kneeling. And now Godwin will drive. Shot up off the glass. No good. Rebound Amisha Bryant. Bryant, line it back dribble. Loses Nuela and then throws it right to Petrovska. And we have a jump ball called. And it will give the ball to Augusta State. It was a nice move by Bryant, but then she just threw the pass right to Petrovska, who was in proper 2-on-1 defensive position there. So the Lady Pirates will get the possession arrow back, but the Lady Jaguars will get the ball. Pascal gets the inbounds pass, and now Petrovska will bring it up against Duhart. Petrovska to Kneeling, over to Godwin. Back to Petrovska, now Nuela with it. To Kneeling, left open for 3, no good. Rebound, comes right back to Kneeling. So those long rebounds on three-pointers are always unpredictable. About 5 different players came up for the ball. Shot by Godwin, no good. And then Tanisha Gordon had the ball taken away from her by Tiffany Pascal, who then put it up and in. So under 5 to go. And a foul called as Pascal and Gordon battling in the post. And finally, the call on Tiffany Pascal will send Tanisha Gordon to the free throw line.
I have a feeling this may be a close game, and 61-59 right now. It's been just that.
Gordon is 3 of 5 from the line tonight, as she misses the first. Gerard Ford and Tracy Pascal into the game for the Lady Jaguars. Gordon will have another free throw right at 50% pretty much for the season. And right here she's 1 for 2. It's a 1-point game, 61-60. Nuela with it for Augusta State. Gives it to Pascal. Drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound tipped by Kneeling, and Kneeling brings it out. So another offensive rebound for Augusta State. Kneeling with it, guarded by Bryant. Over to Gerard, inside, shot up, no good. Rebound, Ashley Duhart. 4:15 to play, Lady Pirates with the basketball. Trailing by 1, Bryant on the baseline. Bounce pass into Gordon. Gordon shot up off the glass, no good. Gets her on a rebound, and a foul call on the Lady Jaguars. That's going to be on Kneeling. And Coach Wilson really can't believe it now. So Gordon will go back to the line for 2 more free throws. First one is up and no good. Gordon with 17 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double. Second free throw, no good, but Amisha Ryan gets the rebound, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound tipped. And Augusta's got a 3-on-1. Noela, underhanded pass to Pascal, shot no good. Gets her on a rebound, and then banks it in. 3-point lead at 63-60. And another offensive rebound for the Lady Jaguars.
To see a little bit of size advantage is coming to play, as you mentioned earlier.
Bryant in the paint, shoots, missed. Rounding in this time from Easter Bryant.
Well, and the rim was a little kinder there for Armstrong Atlanta.
62-63. Lady Pirates trail by 1. 3:22 left. Pascal to Gerard. Now Noela's going to drive. Hang, shoot off the glass. Good. 65-62. Duhart drives. Underhanded pass to Gordon. Shot up and good. And a timeout call by head coach Roger Hodge with 3:02 left in the game. It's a 30-second timeout. The Lady Pirates have gotten some offense here, but really it's been a nice job by the Lady Jaguars to not let the home crowd kind of get that momentum and run off that big run of about 8 or 10 points in a row. Every time the Lady Pirates get close, they're able to come back, run their half-court offense, and get a basket.
Just kind of keep them at arm's distance. You know, every time ASU has closed the gap, Augusta State's had the ability to maybe open it back up, but it's been kind of back and forth. But you do have the feeling that Gaitha Gordon has decided to take this game on her shoulders right now, and then and she's been the high hand. And down the stretch, the big thing I think for her is when she gets to the line, she's going to have to get some free throws.
Lady Jaguars are hitting 50% from the field as there's a wide open pass to Noela and lays it up and in. The Lady Pirates got caught napping again out of the timeout, and it's back to a 3-point lead at 67-64.
Those are the little things, Chad, that will cost you a game.
Thomas out to Heron, and then Heron throws it right to Batovska, and then Batovska almost throws it away, and does. Lady Pirates get it ahead to Duhart. He has to wait for the ball, and then Gordon lays it up, misses the layup. Parker gets the rebound, loose ball, and Noela comes up with it. 2:23 left. Lady Jaguars have it at a 3-point lead. Pascal has it stolen by Duhart. Duhart one-on-one with Noela, and then Noela picks it from Duhart, and she draws the foul. I'm sorry, she fouls the Lady Pirates. So Noela picks up her 4th foul, and Gordon again will be going to the line, where these take on huge importance here. Her first free throw is up and good. 67-65, 2:08 left to go. Gordon can make it a 1-point game with this one. And a timeout call by head coach Greg Wilson of Augusta State. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. You're listening to Lady Power Basketball. I've been waiting 18 minutes for a full timeout so I can have my piece of meat. Out of the timeout to Kenitha Gordon to shoot another free throw here to try and bring the Lady Pirates within one. It is 67-65, Augusta State with the lead. Gordon with 20 points, make it 21 as she hits the second free throw. Noela brings it up against Heron. 2 minutes remaining here in this Peach Belt Conference contest between the Lady Jaguars and the Lady Pirates. Noela gives it, throws it, back to a pass to Ford, lays it up and in.
They've won something similar like that most of the night. They go back to a pass underneath, and it's been quite effective.
Now Bryant shoots a little hook shot from Bryant and another timeout. Coach Hodge. So both teams score a basket. It's a 1-point lead with 1:39 remaining.
Got a center side. They play a little backdoor pass where the player checks to the ball and then rolls off, and they've been able to find them underneath. They've been pretty effective doing that tonight. We got to figure out a way to stop that.
Easter Bryant now with 8 points. Nicole Hornets with 11, and Kenitha Gordon with 21 and 10 rebounds. For Augusta State, Tiffany Pascal and Brittany Gerard, both with 13 points, but really have been non-factors late in this game. It's been mostly Sherelle Ford and Jasmine Godwin who have been providing the offense here lately after relatively quiet early games. 69-68, and again, this is the first game of our Peach Belt Conference doubleheader. We'll have the Armstrong Atlantic men ranked 21st in the country against Augusta State, a team that should be receiving national consideration. Both teams atop the Peach Belt Conference South standings with Clayton State. They're both 12-3 overall. The only difference, Augusta State hasn't played Clayton yet. The Pirates have. The Jaguars, 4-0, and Armstrong Atlantic 3-1. Augusta State throws it into Noela. Now Noela will bring it up against Heron. Noela dribbling against Heron, top of the key, 15 on the shot clock, backing in. Kicks it off to Vitovska. Vitovska will drive. Kick it off to Noela. Noela will drive around a double team and travel. So the Lady Pirates got what they wanted. They got the defensive stop. And now they will have the possession with 1:16 left, trailing by 1. Noela checks back in.
Noela a little indecisive when she drove away and wasn't sure if she was going to pass or shoot. Let's call for the travel.
Aaron brings it up quickly against Vitovska. And a timeout call by head coach Roger Hodge. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. You're listening to Lady Pirate Basketball. I can finish my pizza. Jackson there, Walker, back when you hear 1:09 left. Lady Pirates with the basketball, trailing by 1. 69-68, and then Jasmine Heron loses the ball out of bounds as Kenitha Gordon's pass goes way through her hands and into the Pirate bench.
Right into Coach Hodge, which is probably not where you want your pass to end up.
Yeah, you never want your pass to hit the coach, even if he is in the court of play. So Lady Pirates are going to have to get another defensive stop here with 1 minute remaining in the game. Nuela underhands it to Pascal, and a timeout call by Greg Wilson of Augusta State. Kennesaw pulled out. 54.4 seconds left. Armstrong Atlantic trails Augusta State 69-68. And the Lady Jaguars have the basketball. With 20 seconds on the shot clock. Lady Pirates got a defensive stop last possession. They have to do it again here. They lob it in, the ball's deflected, and Amisha Bryant battling with it, and Nuela finally comes up with it for the Lady Jaguars. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. 10 seconds now. Nuela spins, hangs, shoots, blocked by Thomas.
Right there.
And Duhart gets the ball when she's sitting out of bounds. They initially award the basketball, and now they're going to reverse the call and say that it is Lady Jaguar basketball.
Yeah, well, the original call was made quickly right there. Like, and after the conversation, the referee closest to the play seemed to make the original call.
So there were two Jaguars around the ball, and a Jaguars player definitely deflected the ball, but deflected it right to Duhart. So did it hit out of bounds before it hit Duhart or not? And now they're saying there should be. Now I guess they're saying there should be a shot clock. There should not have been a reset on that. I'm not sure that 12 is the right situation, but head coach Roger Hodge is going to get an explanation from all three referees here. Clearly a big call.
Very big call. It's a 1-point game, 39 seconds, 12 seconds left on the shot clock. And it seemed like when the call was made, it was the whistle was blown pretty assertive there on the call. So some argument there from the Augusta State bench and a conversation by the referees, and now we're going the other way. So let's see if Coach Hodge likes the explanation, and I would say no by the look on his face.
Well, I called it Nuela, and there was 10 seconds left before she even put up a shot. So I'm not sure how they could get it to 12, but Augusta State's going to get a fortunate break on both calls. The call to give them the ball underneath their own basket and the call to put 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, 12 seconds, I want to try not to foul, obviously, in a situation and try to force the, see if we can steal the ball or force a shot and get the rebound and go back the other way.
The top's going to inbound it for the Lady Jaguars. They get it into straw floor and out of bounds play. Shot is good. 37.3 seconds left. They get it ahead to Dartavia Thomas. Dartavia Thomas is fouled underneath the basket. So the Lady Pirates are going to have a chance to at least tie it, or at least bring it back within one. But now they will be forced to foul because there's going to be a 3-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. And the Lady Pirates can't afford to let Augusta State run down all that time.
And looking at it, Chad, if the ball gets into the hands of Sharika Parker, only shooting about 52%, she's the likely one you like to foul. I'm sure Augusta State will avoid trying to giving her the ball.
Dartavia Thomas, the redshirt freshman from Augusta, hits the first free throw. Second one is no good, but the rebound, Lisa Bryant, and a jump ball. The possession arrow is going to give it to the Lady Pirates. So credit to Misha Bryant for a big play there, and the Lady Pirates are going to have the basketball with 31.6 seconds left, trailing by 2.
1.6 differential between the shot clock and the scoreboard. It's nice to see Tana Griffiths hit a shot right here.
He will inbound it to Jasmine Heron, baseline jumper, good! A timeout call by Echo Brian. We are under 30 seconds to play, so Augusta State will most likely have a chance to win this as time runs down, or we might be seeing overtime.
29.8, Chad, 71-71, so kind of how we started it. Kind of trading back and forth. Pirates have done a good job of fighting their way back into this one, giving themselves a chance here to win at home. But like you said, Augusta State's going to have the last say if they want it.
Yeah, the theory here is you have nothing to lose, so you might as well take it all the way down, not give Armstrong a chance to play defense, get the ball back. However, you expect to see a little pressure from the Pirates. Maybe they can come up with a steal. Plus, they have fouls to give. They have only committed 4 fouls this half. So if they get into a situation where someone is being beaten to the basket, they can foul, and the Lady Jaguars will just have the ball out of bounds again.
And that's why we talked about knowing the situation in the game, knowing what you can do. And that's a good example right there that if a foul's to give, they could be smart down the stretch here. Looking at Augusta State, where do you think they're going to probably go to at this time? Because some of the scores that were leading earlier on have cooled off a bit.
Well, Ford did not do much in the first half, has 6 points here in the second half, and hit that last shot on the last possession. She will inbound it to Matowska. Now Ford gives it to Nuela. Nuela will work it up against Heron. Nuela to Haskell, and a foul, another foul to give there. Lady Pirates foul Haskell well away from the basket with 17.4 seconds on the game clock. Still have 2 fouls to give here. So the Lady Pirates can do the same thing, make Augusta State burn a few seconds on the clock, and then I think they're trying to get a clarification on who the foul was on. And that will be the 15th foul on the Lady Pirates. Haskell inbounds it quickly to Nuela with 14 seconds left. Now Batovska, 12 seconds left, drives, kicks it off to Ford for a 3, and it's short, no good. Rebound Heron, 6 seconds left. Heron. It's foul, and the Lady Pirates are going to have a chance to win this at the free throw line. And that was clearly a reach-in by Nuela, and she's going to foul out on the play. That is a mental mistake by the point guard for Augusta State. Number 30, Dio Nuela.
She was clearly being on a dribble, Chad, but it was in the backcourt, and she really didn't need to reach in at that particular point. Maybe a little bit of frustration by getting beat, but with 3.7, Heron gets to step up here and try to win this, or at least put the Pirates up.
3.7 seconds left. And Jasmine Heron with 2 free throws. She has 7 points, 4 assists tonight. Hit the 2-pointer on the last possession to tie this game, and head coach Greg Wilson wants a timeout for Augusta State. So the Jaguars call timeout, 3.7 seconds left, and Jasmine Heron, the junior from Collinsville High School, Lawrenceville, Georgia, with 2 big free throws here to try and put the Lady Pirates ahead.
Shooting just about 69% from the line this season is Heron. But like you said, Chad, what a big mental mistake right there. No need for that foul. They're sending him to the line.
I mean, they essentially had Heron trapped in the backcourt. There were 2 Augusta State players around her. Even if she had dribbled her way around them, she would have gotten probably to about half court, or maybe about halfway between half court and the 3-point line before she had to put up a shot.
Still
run out of time.
And still Armstrong with still fouls to give.
Exactly.
So if Heron can score here from the line, pretty good situation for the Pirates.
3.7 seconds left. Jasmine Heron to the line for 2 free throws. Sights, shoots, and hits. Pirates lead, and head coach Greg Wilson will take what I believe will be his final timeout. With 3.7 seconds left to set up what he wants to do after this free throw. But again, your point about the fouls to give, Eric, the Lady Pirates can either immediately foul on the inbounds pass, or if they see someone streaking, can foul. They just have to make sure that the player is not shooting when they foul.
That's going to be the point. If you're going to foul, you're going to foul. And you don't want to have a 3-point attempt. Fouling the act of shooting could be troublesome also. But you got to give, Armstrong a lot of credit tonight in a game where they just never really seemed to get into the flow of it. Contrasting style would seem to get in some trouble where we really want to push the tempo. They hung around long enough to allow themselves to get back in it.
In a game where you shoot 30% from three-point range, you turn it over 20 times, and Tana Griffiths goes 0 for 8 from the field, you have to feel pretty good about having a lead in this game late.
Sure, you probably, if you said that before the game, Chad, we both would say right now we'd be talking up a loss.
Exactly.
But, still 3.7 seconds left, a lot can happen.
A lot can happen in this time, but Heron will now go to the line for her second free throw. Really an immaterial free throw because either way, Augusta State's going to shoot a free here. 73-71, and a sub in as Nicole Hornage comes in for Misha Bryant. And Sherelle Ford will throw the inbounds pass in here, and will have to go the length of the court. Into Gerard, and a foul quickly. 2.1 seconds left right in front of the Pirate bench. So Augusta State works it up the floor a bit, but now they have to inbound from the side and from the spot. They can't move.
And you're looking probably for some, I would see probably a lob pass in, because anything in the backcourt probably not going to be long enough.
Now Batovska with it, and no shot off at all. And the Lady Pirates escape with a 73-71 victory here over Augusta State.
Seem to be unaware of the clock, and probably the best bet would have been some sort of lob into the paint and see if they can just kind of redirect it in, but great win.
Yeah, Batovska obviously didn't think she had that little time. She was just bringing it up to try a normal 3-point shot, as head coach Roger Hodge is going to come over and talk to us post-game. And Coach Hodge, Armstrong Atlantic, picks up a tough, gritty, hung around as long as you could, and then pull it out at the end win. Can I think of any more adjectives to describe it?
That's about it. I mean, we just kind of hung in there until something good happened for us, and our shooters struggled. They did a great job on defense against us, and we were fortunate we had a couple stops there at the end to pull us through.
That was the about a minute and a half left. You were able to come up with 3 consecutive stops there to kind of climb back in and tie the ball game. And then the big free throws, the basket and the free throws by Jasmine Heron.
Well, there wasn't much question in my mind that Jazz was going to hit at least one of those. And, she played big down the stretch. And those 3 stops may have been the only 3 straight stops we had all night. But, we had them when we counted. I wasn't happy with our defensive effort. And obviously, we didn't shoot the ball well. But anytime you play like that and you pull out a win, you're tickled to death. We'll take it.
Coach Hodge, congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you on Saturday. Or I will talk to you on Saturday, as that's an away game. But the Lady Pirates will go to Lander to face the Lady Bearcats, the site of the Peach Belt Conference Tournament, coming up in about a month and a half. So we'll step away for intermission between our 2 games of this Peach Belt Conference doubleheader and come back and bring you Armstrong Atlantic's men, the number 21 ranked Pirates, taking on Augusta State.